Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Ground when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. This my resurrection in the soul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Friday. Appreciate everybody for tuning in for this episode of EnDaZone Sports on the DSMN Network, also available on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We got a hot show for y'all today. I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways in all the land, Spivey. And y'all see who I got with me in the building as usual, Kills the Truth. And making an appearance coming out the woodwork out the blue. Peacock, what's good, fellas? Happy Friday, y'all.
What's going on with you, man?
Not much. How you feeling? How y'all feeling? Kills, I can't hear you, man. You doing too much over there.
I'm good. Can't complain. Friday. I'm off.
Oh, you was off today? You said you was off today?
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Peacock, can you hear me?
Well, shit really since Tuesday off. So yeah, I really can't complain.
Well, you
Much needed.
Super off day.
So I appreciate it though.
That's what's up. Everybody need an off day. We got a lot on this show today, man. We got Pick One Sip One is back this Friday. And I'm sorry, good people, for those that's tuning in and watching. We got Kills doing a rundown this week, so y'all know how that could go. That could go left, that could go right, good, bad. We don't know. That's the thing with Kills. We don't know anything. So with that being said, also we got some NFL. Not wild card, but
get off the game for a quick second.
Popping off this weekend. We got some NBA talk. We got some Major League Baseball talk. A big sign in the Major League, man. And I'm sick of seeing this from the Major League Baseball. But it is what it is. With that being said, Kills.
What up? What up?
Start us off, man. We're going to start the show off with the Pick One Sip One. Kills is on you. Let's go. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the rules. Y'all know how we do it. Everybody agree. We take a shot. If not, everybody take a shot. If we agree, we don't take a shot. You. With that being said, Kills, take us away. It's on you, homie.
All right. Denzel Washington movies. Which one do y'all don't like?
Time out. I knew I should have did this myself. Let me go ahead and introduce this. This is the Pick One Sip One Friday. The category.
Oh, my bad.
Category be entertainment. Entertainment. With that being said, let's go.
It's Denzel Washington movies. Which one y'all like? And I'm starting off with Training Day versus all his other movies. Okay. The first movie is Man of Fire, Training Day or Man of Fire.
I'm gonna go Training Day.
I like Man of Fire myself.
Come on, your phone.
Peacock, I can hear you.
So I'm gonna close the door. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You can hear you talking to the kids too.
Yeah, I had to send them off.
You got Training Day?
Yeah, I got Training Day. Come on, y'all. Let's get the show going, man.
I got Man of Fire.
Over Man on Fire, I would take Training Day too.
Okay. Glory or Training Day?
So this Training Day versus all the other movies?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to go with Training Day. And I love Glory. I like Glory, but I'm gonna have to go with Training Day. Who y'all got? Man, y'all wake up. Come on, let's
I
go.
wait. He thinking.
Oh, I thought you was going. I'm sitting there thinking I got to go Training Day. Glory was an
with Glory,
historical movie,
man.
but I got to go
Glory
Training
was a
Day.
historical movie. Glory. I got Glory.
I mean, Glory. It was a lot of up and coming stars. Some that was already established, and then a lot that were established after that. When you look at all the people that was in Glory, I mean, that was man.
Morgan Freeman, all them. Training Day, Malcolm X.
I'm going with Malcolm X.
I'm going with Malcolm X too.
I'm gonna take Malcolm X.
I guess we really look at it side by side. I have to go Malcolm X as well.
That's a drink.
You say what?
He said he going with Malcolm X. Training Day lost that one, so that's a drink.
No, it's not.
That's not a drink.
Man, y'all fucking up the whole damn. I'm about to get ready to skip this, man. Like for real. I'm about to get ready to skip this. Moving on, man. Pick one sip when it's done, man. Pick one sip when it's done. Y'all done got me lightweight through off, man, for the day, for real.
My bad. It's like y'all coming in. I don't know. It's a connection because y'all coming in slow and then y'all speeding up. So I'm assuming it's the connection.
Inside Man or Training Day?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you thought it was gonna be easy.
It is easy for real. I like both. I'm still go with Training Day though. I'm trying to remember Inside Man. Training Day got too many iconic parts for me. Besides the little Malcolm X, I'm gonna still go ahead with Training Day. What you laughing at, Juju?
I'll go with Training Day. I'm going with Inside Man. I like the Inside Man better than
Inside Man was good. It was good. I ain't gonna lie, but it's just something about, like I said, Training Day got them iconic moments in that movie. Funny iconic moments in that movie that people still recite to this day when saying certain things, have a conversation. So yeah, I'm gonna still go with Training Day.
Okay. Mo Better Blues or Training Day?
Training Day.
Training Day.
Fences or Training Day?
So you dug down for some of these, Kev.
I'm gonna take a shot with that one. I'm gonna say both with that one. I like Fences. So I'm gonna say both. Hold on. Go ahead. You go ahead, Kel, to the next one.
Equalizer, Training Day.
See, I never really watched the
Man, the Equalizer was nice.
It is. I never watched Equalizer Part 1. I never watched.
You saw 2 and 3?
I saw 2 and 3.
It's just like 1.
I definitely
saw 1 was better.
2 kind of good. 3 kind of three.
You gotta watch 1.
When he went over to that other country, right?
That was, when it's yeah. So be sipping.
No, hold up. No, I you said
I just want to sip today.
For me personally, since I ain't see Equalizer 1, I'm gonna take Training Day. I'm gonna take Training Day.
Man. Okay.
I ain't really watched Equalizer 1. I ain't really watched Equalizer 1.
Okay, he got game. Training Day. Jesus Shuttleworth.
I'm for the sake of this for sports, I'm gonna go ahead and say he got game.
He got game for me too. Training Day was nice, but he got game.
I'm gonna go ahead and say he got game.
What's up, Peacock?
What's going on? I already said he got. I went with he got game.
He said he got game.
So no drinking. The maturing candidate, Training Day.
Training Day for me.
That's my movie too. The maturing candidate. I'm gonna still take training day though. I'm gonna still take training day. Lonzo got it right now. Lonzo got it right now.
Out of town, training day.
Out of time, you mean?
Out of time. My bro.
I got my girl Sanaa Lathan in that movie. I like that movie. I like the whole little plot twist of that movie.
Yeah.
I'ma still take training day.
I'm taking out of time because it's my girl. That's my girl too. So
Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
flight or this is the last one, flight or training day.
Still gotta go training day.
Yeah,
man, flight was historic, man.
Flight was good. Flight was good. I like flight. Flight was good, but I'm gonna still have to go with training day too. I agree with you. Training day. I'm
bonus.
You said a bonus?
Training day. I Am Legend.
I ain't no damn Denzel movie.
Because y'all all.
But if I watch
that's Will Smith, damn, what you doing?
I switched it. Y'all don't like Training Day was everything.
There you go, picking that easy stuff again.
That ain't easy.
But between them two movies, if I had to, you said I Am Legend. Speaking of which, I think they got an I Am Legend 2 coming out too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I don't know how you survive, but I would love to see that.
Because remember, yeah, that is a good question. Because at the end of that movie, he did blow up that grenade in a little.
Yeah, he detonated in that little
bunker.
Yeah, that little bunker room. But he had the lady and the doggone like little. He had her safe. And some little door he had her going to her and the kid. He had them safe, but I like I Am Legend. I like that movie. But just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go ahead and say both. I'm gonna go ahead and say both, just so we can take a shot. I'm gonna go ahead and say both. But I like I Am Legend. I can't wait to see I Am Legend too. See what's you pause, man. You pause,
Kills. What is the sound went up? Can't hear you.
He can't hear you. Lord. Oh my goodness, man. Unmute your mic.
We can't hear you.
Why should you keep muting your mic?
It's muting itself. I don't know. It messed it up today. I don't know. All right, let's start all over. My bad, but it's muting itself. I ain't touching it.
I don't know what's going on this Friday. It must be a full moon out or something, man. But look, shaking my head too, Juju. Shaking my head too. I don't know what's going on this Friday, but got to get it together, fellas. That was pick one, sip one for this Friday. Denzel Washington edition, Training Day versus the rest of his movies. And right now, as we all heard, Training Day out of all the movies Kills, man, it's the best one. So that's pick one, sip one Friday. We gonna get it back right next Friday, y'all. We gonna get it back right. With that being said, let's get into the real action, man. We got a lot of sports. We're gonna get into NBA, NFL. We got some Major League. But let's start off with the NFL. And as we all know, John Harbaugh no longer the coach of the Ravens. Reports are he's going to sign with the New York Giants and become their head coach. My first question to y'all about that is, how should the fans feel about having a coach like John Harbaugh coaching the New York Giants? How do the New York Giants fans should feel about Harbaugh coaching the Giants? Kills.
I feel that they have their best coach since Bill Parcells. They should be excited because what John Harbaugh gonna bring is some toughness and mental strength in that for that organization. He a good evaluator of talent. He also will be able to get that defense together because they got real live good defense on that team. Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, who I wanted the Browns to pick, but his rookie year didn't feel because I feel like they had too many defensive linemen coming out. Thibodeau was there. Other than they go get a great coach who knows how to win and also who knows how to develop a quarterback in like Jackson Dart because he developed Lamar into being a great quarterback and being into a MVP. caliber player. So the Giants should be happy. They should be real happy.
Peacock.
I think they should be excited about it. If they can come together, figure out the little differences, come with the numbers. I mean, you look at what he brings. He a winning coach. He done won it all before. He pretty much get the best out of all his players. When you look at the Giants, they got a new quarterback with showing some promise. They got receivers that showing upside. Neighbors, even though he went down with injury. Scatterboo came out of nowhere, started dominating. So you look at with them returning, barring that they recover well, he inheriting a good core of players to begin with. And what he already bring along with that core of players that is already there, I think they got a lot to look forward to if they can go ahead and nail it down.
Yeah, we all in agreement here. I think the New York Giants fan base should be ecstatic about this hire. And again, as y'all stated, they're getting a Super Bowl winning coach. They're getting a coach who could bring out the best of the players that he have on his team. And remember, we used to talk a lot about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson not having a real number one receiver, good as a quarterback as Lamar is. Now you in New York, you got a Malik Neighbors coming back next season off that horrific injury he suffered this season. You got a good running back at Cam Scatterboo, who they drafted high. They had high expectations of him anyway. And I thought even pre-injury or the time that he got in, I have always felt he was going to take over that backfield in New York from Devin Singletary and Tyrone Tracy Jr. You look at that defense, as you mentioned, Kels. The defense was already a good defense, but they just were never put in the right position to be successful, to really help out and complement that offense. I think John Harbaugh could bring that out in that defense. I think you look at what he did in Baltimore as far as the defensive players that they had, the talent that he had, and over the course of the years, their defense has been good. It started off rocky this year, but throughout the course of the season, later on during the season, they did get better as they was getting healthy players back. So I think that's to be a good thing for the New York Giants defensively. And again, like y'all touched on it, he's a winner. He's a winning coach, Super Bowl. He done been to multiple Super Bowls, won one, lost one. I think this is a good fit for the Giants. I think the Giants fan base should be very, very, very ecstatic by having John Harbaugh come aboard and coach that team. We mentioned the development of players. How would Harbaugh, and Kels, you was touching on it a little bit, but how will Harbaugh help the development of Jackson Dart? Peacock.
I mean, he got a proven record. He's one with, he got Lamar Jackson. You see how he did with Lamar Jackson, built around him. Like you say, he never had a top, just a dynamic receiver, but he still was able to win games and get it done. I look at that, him coming over there and bringing the same thing. I think the players alone are going to want to play for him just because of who he is, what he's done for the game already. So I think that's going to motivate them to want to play even more. Some coaches just got.
So what you said, Brian Dable lost the locker room? They want to play for Dable no more?
Yeah, I think so. I
really didn't see that.
Go ahead.
I really didn't see.
You don't think so?
No, because the way he was so excited that one game when Jackson Dart went out, he almost had a heart attack. He went into the blue tent. He like, I'm not putting in Russell Wilson. So I think what happened to Dayball is that he just lost out.
Hey, that's because his job was on the line.
Right, his job was on the line. What he should have done, he should have started Jackson Dart out from the beginning. He thought Russell Wilson. Yeah.
I agree.
He thought Russell Wilson was going to be that veteran present that can run that offense. But in reality, Jackson Dart was that young player that he needed to save his job. If you'd have developed Jackson Dart in the beginning, Brian Daboll would still be there because they would have won some of those games that they lost when Russell Wilson was in it. Mm-hmm. So I feel that Harbaugh would bring more stability to.
I can see that.
Go ahead. To the quarterback position, meaning that he will bring over the people who helped develop Lamar Jackson better. And then his second year, he will have a great quarterback coach that will be able to teach him more than what Dabo could in the beginning, because Dabo never had his hands on Justin Dart. He always started the veteran. If he would have started Justin Dart and had his hands on him in the beginning, Brian Dabo would still be the coach of the Giants, because I felt that Brian Dabo was a good coach, but he started the wrong quarterback at the beginning.
Dart took over in what, week
3 after the Dallas game.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying to a certain extent. I just feel like in this situation, yeah, Dabo could have brought out more and Jackson Dart if he would have started them. Expectations was Jackson Dart was going to start off the season as the starting quarterback for the Giants, but he decided to roll with Russell Wilson due to a variety of reasons on why he chose to do that. Don't nobody know but Brian Daboll. But I think John Harbaugh could bring out, like you said, and develop more from Jackson Dart. You know, you shut down the turnovers and the careless play. What I mean by careless play is how many concussions did Jackson Dart suffer this season?
2. He need to learn how to slide.
Right. And I think John Harbaugh can put him in that position and get him to understand that you are more valuable on the field than you are off the field for this team. Considering the fact all the talent you have around them. I do think they got to work on that offensive line, get that better to keep Jackson Dart upright so he won't have to use his legs as much, even though he can. He's shown he can. But I think Harbaugh would develop Dart into a good quarterback in this league. Just my opinion. Peacock.
No, I agree. Like I said, what I was saying before, you look at players gonna want to play for him just because of who he is.
Right.
And then you also look at when he came in. You also look at when how Harbaugh was again with Lamar Jackson, what he was able to get out of him. Remember, they didn't think Lamar Jackson was gonna be much of anything. Remember how late he slid, and then when he came into the league, and how many MVPs he got already. So you already got that in Harbaugh. He knows how to develop players. He knows how to get the defense and the offense to play for him. You going over to that team who got pieces, who got they even got a little bit of draft capital, and then you already got a decent core of players. So all they're gonna do right now is build on to what they already got, and they getting a winning coach to go with that. I mean, what more can a team ask for?
I just can't wait to see what they look like when
that's what I'm saying.
Cam, Malik, Dart, even Johnson, the tight end. They got young pieces around there.
Well, they might lose. They might lose Robertson because he a free agent. They might lose Robertson. They're gonna have to get another.
Man, he might want to stay if Harbaugh going over there.
It depends on how much money they're gonna pay him. You know, he coming out off his career year, and he want to get paid. So, would you want to pay Robinson, or you also got Slayton over there with a big time contract? They re-signed him last year, so that's money tied up in the wide receiver. Where you could go out and get with that 5th pick somebody like Cornell Tate or somebody like Denzel Boston or Jordan Tyson on a rookie contract, and you could just start it over with Jackson Dart. Him building that chemistry with him growing up with that wide receiver crew with Malik Neighbors, maybe Jordan Tyson or them. So it'll be interesting, but we'll see how Cam come back from his injury and also see how Malik Neighbors come from his injury.
Real quick, do y'all think the hiring of John Harbaugh will put the Giants?
You right now it's looking like. Go ahead.
Do y'all think the signing of John Harbaugh will put the Giants in Super Bowl talks? And the Super Bowl talks, as far as that team we're talking about next season, possibly making noise, not just in the NFC East, but Super Bowl contenders.
No, I see them in the. I see them more competing for the NFC East title this year, because you still got to look at what Dallas go do. They still got to re-sign George Pickens. They still got to re-sign Javonte Williams because he a free agent. Let's see how they do with the running back position. and see if they're gonna bring George Pickens back. The Eagles in disarray right now. They don't know what they're gonna do. If they go trade AJ Brown, they got to get an offensive coordinator in there. So it's like who they gonna pick as their offensive coordinator. If they gonna look at Mike McDaniels at an offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith now, or they gonna try to get somebody young in there. And the Commanders coming back with Jaden Daniels coming off that injury, and they also got some free agency problems going along with that. And they also looking for an offensive coordinator. So I think the Giants will compete in the NFC East, but I don't think they'll be a Super Bowl contender at this present time.
Peacock. I see Peacock got some technical difficulties going. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we still need to see somewhat, at least half a season to see what they looking like. I mean, I can't just like give it to them just for the sake, because we got to see what they do on the field versus what it is on paper. Because with that being said, I mean, you can instantly say, "Oh, he got this core players. This John Harbaugh, this team going places," but then it still may take them a season or so to really come together and make all that gel, depending on what they add this offseason. I mean, when Kels, you mentioned receivers and add through the draft. When I looked at the free agency pool, it's not really deep as far as receivers for free agents. And I'm looking at what else they may need. I mean, they're pretty good at running back. They're decent at receiver. So, I mean,
you got Adam Pierce.
With his offense and what he brings, it's possible they could be in talks of it, depending on how they started off. What about Pierce?
I mean, you got Alex Pierce coming out of Indianapolis, who led the league in per average catch. And what do him? Right.
Yeah, but that's the top, and then it's the drop off after that. Then you got Evans coming up, but Evans probably not going nowhere. But then you look at Evans, Pierce, and then it's a big drop. It's a big drop.
You got George Pickens. You also got George Pickens.
When you look at even the top free agents, it's a big drop off.
I don't know, but what I do know is I know how good of a coach Harbaugh is, and I do feel like they're going to compete better and really make that NFC East division something to look at and forward to next season. As far as Super Bowl talks, I do agree with you to a certain extent, Kills. I think it's going to be, I don't think this year, upcoming season is going to be the season for them. I think they still got to get accustomed to how John Harbaugh coach, his terminology, his coaching situational football. So I give him a year, but after this year, you will have another year under the belt of Jackson Dart, another year under the belt for Cam Scatterboo, and get a whole full season of Malik Nabers coming off that injury. So I think the following season, not this season, but the next season after that, is when we can start saying, yeah, I think the Giants may be in that talk of competing for that, at least going to the NFC title game in the NFC conference. So we'll see. I just wish John Harbaugh the best. I'm glad he won't be in the AFC, so we won't have to deal with him as Browns fans. So good luck to Harbaugh, good luck to the Giants, but the Giants fan base still, should be happy of this signing because it's good things in the future for the New York Giants and John Harbaugh. Moving on, we're gonna keep it in the NFL. The season is, coming to an end. So we're gonna start talking about NFL season awards. And we're gonna start off with the MVP. Now we all know the MVP always goes to a quarterback. You very seldom see it go to a receiver or running back, blase. Who do y'all think is deserving of winning this year's MVP in the NFL? Kels.
I only have two candidates, and they are quarterbacks. Unfortunately, Jonathan Taylor slacked off at the end, so I was gonna put him in there. But it's Drake May.
That definitely hurt him.
Right, it's Drake May of New England and Matthew Stafford of the Rams. Drake May, threw for 4,394 yards, 31 touchdowns, and six interceptions. He also completed 72% of his pass. He also led a New England team who was 4-13 to 14-3 this year. Yeah. So that was a good bump, and this is only second year. But Matthew Stafford, on the other hand, with the Rams, they was 12-5. But he also threw 46 touchdowns and his 38. This is the most touchdowns he threw in his career, and he's 38 years old. And also, he led the Rams to a 12-5 record. He threw for 4,707 yards and 8 interceptions. And also was 65% on his completion. So with me, with all that I just said, I'm going with Matthew Stafford because of how he ran the Rams offense and how he also threw more touchdowns. It's hard to throw 20 touchdowns in the NFL, not alone 46.
That ain't a bad choice for Matthew Stafford. You look at the Rams offense, and I think they were second in the league in points per game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, second in the league.
Me and you were just talking the other day as far as their passing game coordinator being,
right,
highly sought at and looked at as far as being the head coach in the NFL. So that's not a bad choice for Matthew Stafford. Again, he is having a great season. He is having an MVP season. Puka, Devontae, and Parkinson and them boys. So yeah, Matthew Stafford is definitely up there. Peacock, who you got for your MVP this season?
I was looking at Stafford. I was also looking at Drake May for what he did, but then one jumped out, Sam Darnold. Here he kind of started off kind of slow. I'm not saying I'm going with him. I want to see what he do. I think if they can get to the Super Bowl, I think you might have to consider him. You might have to be considered if they reach
Darnold.
I'm just saying if they go all the way, you might have to consider him for that. Now, Drake, of course, Drake May still in there. I'm just looking at what he did. Maybe because of Njimba. I'm an Njimba fan, but and I just think what they did.
That's the whole thing.
But my top two is Drake May and Stafford. Because Drake May, what is that? 47?
Take that Darnold stuff out of there. Take that Darnold stuff out of there.
Now, question it. Now, if he outdo all the quarterbacks in the playoffs and win it all, would you consider him for MVP?
Darnold?
Yeah.
No.
Still wouldn't consider him if he lead his team all the way through.
Darnold kind of remind me of, and I just said this name a lot when it comes down to certain quarterbacks winning Super Bowls that it wasn't really because of
don't say Flacco. Don't say Flacco.
I'm gonna say Trent Dilfer. Remind me of the year with the Ravens.
I'm gonna say Flacco.
And the Ravens won the Super Bowl, and Trent Dilfer quarterback. No, what I'm saying is how Peacock saying, Seahawks was to win it all. Would you consider Sam Darnold MVP of the league? You know what I mean? But they're gonna announce the MVP even before the Super Bowl,
right?
But still, in Sam Darnold case, no. We were just having a conversation about Sam Darnold winning a big game, that he never could win a big game. It's like a big game, he choked. He did it last year, and we're going to see what happened this year against San Francisco Saturday, tomorrow, I believe. No, Sunday. I think that game come on Sunday. So we're going to
got home field advantage.
Home field advantage throughout the whole playoffs.
And the number one defense in the NFL at this point.
Arguably,
not the number one defense, but he got a lot going for him right now.
I'm talking about at home. You got the 12 man. It's loud as heck in Seattle.
Well, man,
but Darnold also is injured. He got a right elite injury. Yeah. So we'll see if he's going to play.
Yeah, that's crazy to say Sam Darnold. We all in agreement, so we basically got the top two. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I just threw one in here.
We basically all in agreement so far as the top two, which was Matthew Stafford and Drake May. Unfortunately, like you said, Kills, man, because y'all know at the beginning of the season, throughout the whole season, I was yelling Jonathan Taylor. I was screaming because of how he was playing, and it looked like he was about to just be breaking records left and right. But then Daniel Jones get hurt. The offense just started sputtering. Jonathan Taylor started getting but in his defense, he started running to a lot of good defensive teams towards the end of the season. A lot of good defensive teams towards the end of the season. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and say either it's gonna come down to Matthew Stafford and Drake May as well. But to choose, I'm gonna have to give it to Drake May just because of what you said, Kells, to open up this segment. Where the Patriots came from last year, and the big turnaround to them being 14-3 this season, second in the AFC, could have easily won the the AFC #1 seed. But the Broncos had something to say about that. They beat them out by a half game or a game, whichever one it was. But Drake May has stepped up his game offensively. You read out the numbers, playing great football, and he don't have that bona fide. Some people may still say Stephon Diggs.
No, Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs.
Diggs ain't the old Diggs though.
He ain't.
But Diggs coming from an injury too.
Yeah,
Diggs came from, and it take at least a year for coming from that knee injury. So next year,
that's what I'm saying.
Next year, Diggs gonna be that dude if they don't, because they bringing along Kyle Williams too, the rookie wide receiver that learn. Then they got Kayshawn Booty, whatever, you know, and you know, Trevon Henderson. But I was thinking if anybody, any other position would be considered MVP, who you think that'd be? I think it would have been Puka Nacua.
Puka.
Yeah.
Either Puka or one of them two.
Yep.
I'm gonna definitely have to say Puka. Who would y'all get a Coach of the Year award to? Me personally, I'm gonna give it to DeMeco Ryans of the Houston Texans. Consider the fact how they started off the season 3. And they're now in the playoffs, and they're that one team. I have already stated that was my dark horse team in the AFC. With that defense, they can cause a lot of confusion this playoffs. But throughout the whole season, the job that DeMeco Ryans have did with that team, in fact, a lot of injuries he was facing. C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, who was also out for Saturday's game for the Texans. I'm gonna give it to DeMeco Ryans. Peacock, who your Coach of the Year?
I might have to agree with you on that Texans one, because like you said, how they started, and then the rip off, who they won 9 straight after that horrible start, and they just went on a path where offense wasn't doing anything with that defense. Not only that, not only do they offense score, but the defense also scores. So when you got a defense playing like that, and you on that type of roll where you just knocking off every team that come your way, whether it's on your field or they field. I mean, that coach, he turned around, he made whatever adjustments he made, he got it right. Because how many teams start off like that and then end up in the playoffs and then end up where they are in the playoffs?
And can make some big noise in the playoffs at that, especially led by that defense. Kels, give me your Coach of the Year.
I got Mike Vrabel. When he led a team that was 3-14 to a 14-3 record. He developed a quarterback, a second-year quarterback in Drake May. He brought out that defense, which was ranked #1 in rushing and in a top, let's just say top 5 in defense. He also brought that toughness and that New England Patriot way, whatever that was back in the day with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
I mean, he played through. He was part of that at one point.
So I'm picking Vrabel. But I also had Kyle Shanahan at a close second because of the injury he dealt with. Brock Purdy was out. George Kittle seems like he can't stay healthy. Jawan Jennings, most of his offense was out, and his defense, Fred Warner, and was out too. But Kyle Shanahan should have been considered. But I got Mike Vrabel. Also, I got a shout out for Mike Tomlin. To get the Pittsburgh Steelers to the playoffs. But
I don't want to hear that because you was a whole Mike Tomlin hater talking about he ain't doing
being sarcastic.
I know you is. Real quick, we got to move it on. We done got off track.
Okay.
We got to move it on. Give me your offensive player rookie of the year. Gales.
I got Ted McMillan.
I agree, Tech.
70 catches, 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
I would say coming off that, you can't deny them stats right there for a rookie because you got even 9 rookies that's not doing that.
It'd have been at Buka, but something happened.
Buka started off the season scorching. And you talk about a drop off, man. That was a big drop off. Give me your defensive player rookie of the year.
Carson Schlesinger.
I was gonna say Schlesinger, but you beat me too.
ain't no other name to say but him. Regardless,
he had 168 combined tackles.
Man, listen. Regardless of what you say about the Browns team and how they look this season, one bright spot, besides the defense being as great as it was this season, was
People
Schlesinger.
booed him too.
And you know what's? But you look at that Schlesinger. Remember where he came from? He led his team in tackles over there as well in college.
At UCLA.
But it transferred right over to the field in the NFL. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Well, Pierce had a good year too.
Who?
James Pierce Jr. in Atlanta. He had 10.5 sacks.
He did, but he won Carson.
Oh no, I'm just saying it was other people I was trying to compare. So
he did a great job coming in for JOK. Basically,
definitely.
Browns defense, Carl Schlesinger. So big ups to him, man. So we got MVP. Everybody pretty much agreeing that it's going to be the Matthew Stafford or Drake May. We got Coach of the Year. Kels, you say
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel. I took D'Amico Ryans. Peacock took D'Amico Ryans as well. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we all can agree that Tech McMillan should be receiving that award. As far as the Defensive Player of the Year, we're going to go with Carl Schlesinger. Everybody are agreeing with that. Regardless of how the Browns is looking this season or did look this season, the one bright spot on defense besides Myles Garrett, the new NFL sack leader, is Carl Schlesinger.
You know, one thing about that, you know how people saying he had 17 games to do it. Do you think that? Now, just a question, in your opinion, does that add an asterisk to it? In your opinion,
no.
And we had this conversation last week about this, and then on the opening show for Mike Check Take Two with Dave, he mentioned the same thing. Like, well, I was gonna put an asterisk next to Myles Garrett's name for breaking the sack record. I'm like, why? He like, man, I agree. He did it in 17 games. That's not Myles Garrett's fault that the NFL took away a preseason game and only had 3 preseason and added that preseason game to the regular season, which made it 17 games. Dr. Strahan said the same doggone thing. Well, I did it in 16, he did it in 17. But
not only, I don't mean to cut you off, but not only that, he did it in almost 150 less snaps.
Mm-hmm.
While there's 17 games, he still played 150 less snaps and broke the record.
He could have broke the record. He could have broke the record in 13 games, to be honest.
He could. The dude was facing triple teams, quadruple teams, punters coming out there illegally to help protect the quarterback. Trying to avoid Myles Garrett. So all this put an asterisk next to his name as far as the sack record, man.
I don't put no asterisk. No record.
23 no record. Man, listen. He had 5 in one game. I agree, because I don't care what people
how many games it was you broke a record, and that's a milestone that you should do. So in that case, when Eric Dickerson record get broke, because they ain't gonna be broken in 14 games. I think they played only 14 games back in the day. It ain't gonna be broken in 14 days. Games gonna be broken maybe 16. So you gonna put an asterisk on that?
And you want to Saquon to break it last year. Saquon would have got it last year, would have been next to his name because he did it in 17 games instead of the
16 or whatever games Dickerson played.
Yeah, Dickerson did it in. So I ain't on that put an asterisk next to his name stuff, man. He got it. It is what it is. Those that don't like it, oh well, kick rocks. It don't matter.
That's like LeBron. That's like LeBron breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record.
You look at if the Browns, let's say if you really do the math and break it down, if he did it, let's say the average player may take like 50-some snaps a game, right? And if he did it in 150 less snaps, then he did it in almost damn 2.5 games less. When you really look at it, if you break down,
we already know that.
Well, yeah, we know that. But for the haters, they don't know that. They just feel because it was 17 games.
We already know that.
That's his name, but I don't care about none of that. Myles Garrett got it. It is what it is. We got some divisional games coming up this weekend. Some very, very, very interesting games. We got the 49ers Seahawks, Texas Patriots, Rams Bears, Broncos Bills. With that being said, we're going to start with the Buffalo Bills and the different Broncos. How much pressure is on Josh Allen to win this game against Denver and to get one step closer to the Super Bowl kills?
The pressure is all on him, even though I said it was Bo Nix. The pressure is all on him.
You did say Bo Nix.
But it's also on Bo Nix, too, because the fact is this. Sean Payton is a great coach, but Josh Allen is a great player. He's a Hall of Fame player. and he needs to this win for his legacy. And that Patrick Mahomes ain't in there or Lamar ain't there no more, and you
Man,
got these young quarterbacks coming up. And if somehow Bo Nix beat Josh Allen in this playoff game, Josh Allen gonna get grilled because he is the veteran in this game. Even though your team might be better, but guess who will get all the blame? It's gonna be Josh Allen. So
I don't think so. I think depending on how Josh Allen plays, because remember he's going up against the South defense and the Denver Broncos, who you can't run the ball against. You barely can pass against them. You got Patrick Surtain over there that can lock up one side of the field, which enable the Broncos defensive coordinator, defensive strategy to be able to focus on just one side of the field when you got Patrick Surtain shut down the other side. So Josh Allen could come out here and play immaculate football, and if the Bills somehow lose, I don't think it will be on Josh Allen. I think the story will be Josh Allen did what he could do. They went up against a stout defense in the Broncos.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see the headlines now. Josh Allen played well, but still lost.
Okay, but
still didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Listen, that ain't Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen could go out here and throw for 350 yards. Like as you always say, the star quarterback's going to get the blame and he's going to get the praise.
Yeah, I know.
Josh Allen could go out here and throw for 350 yards. He could be 21 or 24 or 28 for 30, throwing the football, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 350 yards, and the Bills could still lose that game. No, that's not Josh Allen's fault. No, what the headlines are going to say is the Buffalo Bills spoiled a great game by Josh Allen.
And Josh Allen can't make it to the Super Bowl without.
See, you be doing nothing. That's not Josh Allen's fault.
No, I'm not saying it's the fault, but the narrative.
I guarantee if Josh Allen come out here and play exactly how I just said, it ain't gonna be no narrative as far as, oh well, Josh Allen didn't get the job done again. What's gonna be said is, well, Josh Allen needs some help. He needs some help on the offensive end, mainly at the receiver position. Because I like James Cook. And then you're going to hear as far as the defense. Even though they got a defense, it's tough to pass against, but that run defense is very, very, very suspect. And Denver, you talked about Sean Payton. Denver liked to run the football, even though they led the league in passing with Bo Nix, like passing attempts, passing yards, or however, I'm not going to say passing, I'm sorry. Passing attempts by Bo Nix, even though they led the league in that. It's going to be very difficult to throw the ball against Buffalo. So if the Broncos come out and run the ball down their throat, but Josh Allen still have that Josh Allen game where it wasn't his fault, kind of like the game against the Chiefs, where Josh Allen came out and played immaculate, but they lost the game in overtime because they couldn't get the damn ball because Kansas City scored first. Was that Josh Allen's fault? No, that was that defense fault.
Let me ask you.
I don't think the narrative would be all up on Josh Allen. I think they would just say with Josh Allen either A. Well, actually, what will be said is should Josh Allen want out of Buffalo? That would be I would say that yeah.
Why would he want out of Buffalo?
That is why they say should Justin Jefferson want out of Minnesota.
I can understand why Jets want.
Buffalo, if Josh Allen come out and play immaculate football this Sunday, and they still lose, the reason why I say they will probably bring that up is because what else can Buffalo do? What else can they do?
You could John McDermott.
And then what?
You got to put some. You got to give them some other pieces around them. You can't keep running them back with average receivers or below average. You got to give them something to work with. If you're doing that with average receivers or below average receivers, when do you decide? Okay, I'm gonna invest. I got this all pro quarterback. Who do they add to? What receivers he got? Receivers do we have?
They tried to draft Keon Coleman. They had Stephon Diggs. They got rid of Stephon Diggs because
after Stephon Diggs left, who did they replace him with?
They tried to replace him with Keon Coleman. It just didn't work.
So that goes back to what Peacock just said. Then, like trying to put it, Kels, that goes back to what Peacock just said. So,
but no, I'm saying if you're going to change anything, you're not going to get rid of your star quarterback or anything.
Well, then you're gonna have to do something. What you gonna do?
This is what you're gonna do. You going to get rid of the coach, bring in another coach, get another draft pick.
But you ain't even got to do that. Just bring in them a couple. Just bring them in a receiver.
Why you think John Harbaugh got fired? Honestly,
you said why he got fired?
Bring Lamar Jackson in a receiver. He might not have got fired.
I think Harbaugh got fired because one, they lost, and I feel like the Baltimore Ravens started realizing their window of opportunity was closing, if not closed, for them to win a Super Bowl with that regime, meaning the coaching staff, the players, whatever it is may be. So they decided, and we always talk about this too, maybe sometimes the organization needs to hear a different voice.
And that will be in Buffalo.
Just like in Pittsburgh, it was Mike Tomlin's time. They needed a different voice. He couldn't get the job done. Now, Buffalo, I'm not to the pair saying, again, I'm not saying they should get rid of Josh Allen. What I'm saying is that's going to be a question. With everything that Buffalo has went through and everything that Josh Allen has went through in Buffalo over the course of the years, struggling to get, well, I ain't going to say struggling because he never did make it past Patrick Mahomes, but couldn't get past Patrick Mahomes and had opportunities. This year, no Patrick Mahomes. But you still got the same teams. No Lamar Jackson, no Joe Burrow.
And when you look at the other teams, Stafford, you got Stafford left, and then he the best quarterback left in the playoffs.
Who? Stafford?
No, Allen.
Oh,
Allen. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So with Allen, if they lose to Denver, Allen is not going nowhere. It's gonna be Sean McDermott.
He's not saying he's going where he's saying shit at that point.
I understand that.
Else.
No, I understand.
You're gonna give me what I need to help me out. I can't keep doing this with the talent I got on the roster. I need something else.
Ultimately, it's always the coach.
The coach gonna get Ken because Josh Allen didn't go.
But shit, who's to say Josh Allen? Like when I say Josh Allen, who's to say he gonna say, you know what, I want out? Either make this change or give me another weapon.
I don't think Josh Allen. We got to move forward. But I don't think Josh Allen would say he would want out. I'm just saying that would be the question asked. Should Josh Allen want out, considering the fact everything that went on in Buffalo over the course of the years, he have not made it. Moving forward, we got another interesting match of the 49ers and the Seahawks. Sunday, the last time these two teams played, Seattle won 16-3 or 13-3 was it? They pretty much shut down the San Francisco offense. Christian McCaffrey, who I think gotta have what they call a comeback player of the year award, considering the fact what he went through last year, come back to play a full season this year, which he was the one that we thought out of all the San Francisco offensive players that he would be the one that won't finish the whole season, but he did. How much of a chance, real quick, do y'all get the 49ers to upset the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle and move on to the NFC Championship? Kales, real quick.
20%.
Oh my goodness.
They don't have George Kittles. They don't have Fred Warner. They have and that defense in Seattle is going to be stifling. So 20%.
They haven't had Fred Warner down there for the whole season, and not just him, but a whole bunch of that team. And they made it this far, but nobody thought they was making this far.
Well, okay, then they're going to have George Kittles.
Okay. Peacock, how much of a chance did you get the 49ers to win this game?
I mean, I'm gonna say it can go either way. Because like you said, Darnold always had an issue getting over that hump or can't win the big games. So, that might work in the 49ers' favor. If y'all know he choking big games, the 49ers know that too. So they gonna throw everything they can at him.
And another
all it takes is one game.
Right. And Kels pointed out the oblique injury that Darnold is going through. We don't know how serious that is. We don't know how much of an effect that's going to have on his play for Sunday. But I'm going to give him a little bit more percent of a chance than Kels giving him 20. I'm going to go ahead and say about a 40%, 45% chance of winning. It is on the road. Seattle is a good team. That defense is one of the top defenses in the NFL, especially that front four. They could get to the quarterback without even pretty much blitzing with their linebackers. And Seattle trying to get their run game going. I think they're going to try to pound the ball a lot more due to the injury of Sam Darnold. But I think Kyle Shanahan, the offensive wizardry that he is, I think he could come up with some type of game plan that could put San Francisco in position to upsetting the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle and moving on to the NFC
Did they play that game in Seattle or in San Francisco?
Seattle.
No, I'm talking about the first game, Seattle against 49ers.
It was in the first game was in San Francisco. The second game was in Seattle.
Okay, and now this is the playoff, and the defense is playing at home without George Kittle, and I feel as though if there would be a great win for San Francisco, if San Francisco pulled out, but I don't think they got that big of a chance.
I'm gonna give them more than a 20% chance. I say that. We got
like that belong there.
Right. We got the Texans and the Patriots in another game. That's gonna be a good defensive game.
Yeah.
As I stated, I have already said that Texas was my dark horse team in the AFC. I'm gonna ask the same question I asked as far as the 49ers, but I'm gonna start off with this. I'm gonna start off with my answer with this one. How much of a chance are we giving the Texans to beat the Patriots in this divisional game? I'm going to get a Texans. Now, this is a game, I'm going to say it's a 50-50. It's a 50% chance that the Texans can win this game. Again, when you got a defense that can travel, and cause problems for any offensive team that they face, you got to get them some type of nudge, some type of edge, type of credit, and hopes that they can pull out that game. Even though, Kels, you touched on how great the Patriots have played this season, compared to last season, the job that Mike Vrabel has done with that team this year, I just think with that defense, and remember this, Drake may have been sacked the second most times this season in the NFL at 47, I believe. 47 times he's been sacked. Whether that's receivers not getting open or he's just holding the ball too long, whatever the case may be. But that Texans defense, one, can get to the quarterback. Two, can cause turnovers. And I said it before, a couple of weeks ago, if that offense can give me anything to complement that defense, even against the Patriots, I feel they got a chance, a 50% chance of knocking off New England and head to the AFC Championship game. What's the percentage you give them, Peacock?
I'm going to say go 50-50. You got a good offense. You know, Drake made 31 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, but now you going up against one of the defenses that lead and then led the league in takeaways majority of the year. Not only do they take away the ball, they also score on defense. So when you got that top offense, or one of the top offenses clashing with a top defense, it's really a game of chess at that point. Well, that's when they come down to the coaching, who's setting their team up or putting their team in the best position to make the best play. And that's when you're gonna see. I think whoever win this game between them two may be the ones we talking about to win it all.
I can't win it all.
No.
You know what? No, you know what? That's not far off. That's not far off at all. As far as like to be able to win it all. It's not far off. Kels, what's your percentage of you getting the Texans to win this game against the Patriots?
I'm giving up 40%. For the simple fact that this game is at home. The New England Patriots defense is playing well. And I'm looking at C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud fumbled the damn ball 5 times last week.
He did.
And threw an interception. Also, y'all forgot that Nico Collins is out. Who he gonna throw the ball to besides Higgins and Kirk?
First of all, don't knock Jalen Higgins.
No, I like Jalen Higgins, but
don't act like Kirk wasn't making plays either.
So what? He was out.
Pittsburgh.
He was without Nico Collins last week, and you're right, Kels. He did fumble the ball 5 times, and they still put up 30 fucking points.
Yeah, you know why they put up 30 points?
He tried to get the ball away.
You know why they put up 30 points? They defense scored 2 touchdowns.
Okay, and what did I just say? But
their defense can score.
But their defense is not going to put up 2 touchdowns against New England.
Don't say that. And why do you feel that? We see what they did against Josh Allen. We see what they did against a whole bunch of elite quarterbacks this season.
I know. I had them. I like the Texas defense, but New England, this game gonna come down to special teams. Whoever special teams play better, gonna win the game. It's gonna come down to field position. whoever get the most field position, whoever get the most turnovers will win this game. So I give them a 40% chance because of their defense.
I'm gonna take my chances with the Texans causing more turnovers in this game than New England.
I don't know because CJ
Just
Stroud
because it's New England, you think they're gonna cause turnovers?
Huh?
You think just because it's New England, they're not gonna cause turnovers?
Yeah, New England might cause turnovers. New England got a good defense too. This is gonna be a defensive. This is gonna be a defensive type of game. But the special teams gonna be able to, whoever has the field position will win this game. Better field position.
I'll put my money on the Texans.
Well, I give y'all the Texans. The Texans defense, but I'm not trusting CJ Stroud
Texans
right
defense
now.
don't care about field position. They take the ball. They take the ball away wherever they at.
Wherever they at. But it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a great coaching battle game with D'Amico Ryans and Mike Vrabel. Two defensive-minded head coaches, by the way.
Exactly.
So I think it's going to be a good game. But if the Texans can get that pressure on May, hell, you saw the game that Drake May and the Patriots played against the Chargers, and that was the Chargers. They only put up 16 points. They won 16 to 3. That was the Chargers, and no knock against the Chargers. They got a good team on.
The Chargers got a good on defense too, though.
But they ain't the damn Texans. The next game in the NFC, we got the Rams and the Bears. Can the Bears pull off the upset against the Los Angeles Rams in frigid Chicago to get this dub, kills?
They have a chance. Now this game is more closer than I expect. I give it 45% the Bears will win this. For the simple fact, the Bears do not start off the game well. They only average 8 points in the first half. Now, all these great comebacks is a great thing, but sometimes that shoe falls. So the runner miss her shoe sometimes. So you cannot play the game like that all the time. So if the Bears can start off the game well, keep it close, get it to the fourth quarter, muck it up a little bit, I give the Bears a 45% chance of winning.
I think the Bears got a damn good chance to win this game because you look at a lot of games that the Rams lost this season. It was because you brought it up last segment, Kills, with special teams. The special teams give up a lot of big plays. And I think defensively, the Bears can cause turnovers. They led the league in causing turnovers in the NFL. And they got one of the most physical offensive lines in the NFL where they can run the ball with DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai. And I think what's going to be the difference of this game is if the Bears are able to run the ball, which set up, as you like to say, Kales, play action from Caleb Williams in that offense and the way Ben Johnson like to come up with offensive plays and schemes, the weakest part of the Rams defense is their secondary. If Caleb Williams could get to them in that secondary, I think the Bears will have a damn good chance of winning this football game, regardless of how good Puka Nacua plays. I don't think Devontae Adams is 100%, but he's still going to go out there and play with that hamstring. But
you still got Kyron Williams.
They do. I like the Rams offense, but I think what's going to come down to if the Rams back end can hold up against the Bears passing game, and if the Bears able to run that football against the Rams front six, I think the Bears could be set up in a position to win this football game. Peacock. Rams, Bears. Can the Bears pull off an upset?
I think they can, long as they don't start slow. Because I don't think with the Rams, the way they are, Stafford's experience, that's not a team that you want to start off slow with. If they start, granted that it is in the cold, it is in Chicago. Now, I'll give them a little more if they was playing in L.A., but, if they start off with, like Kill said, that 8 points in the first half, if you find yourself down by 3 touchdowns, which that don't mean the Bears are because they good, like you said, they're good at taking the ball away. So they may force some turnovers, but that means their defense going to have to play hard if the offense don't get started in that first half. But if they can keep the game close, I think they got a damn good chance of winning it, long as they don't let the Rams get too far ahead. That's if they even start playing from behind. That's a different element when you're playing out there in this 20-degree weather.
And let's keep in mind with this game also, Matthew Stafford is not playing healthy. He's playing with a a sprained index finger on his throwing hand that he suffered last week. And we all know, we all done played football in the cold. We done played sports in the cold. When your hands and your body get to get cold, them hits hurt.
Yeah, everything hurt.
Not to mention he's 38. So.
Yeah, he's 38. Them hits hurt. So, yeah, we definitely got to keep an eye on that. But all these games this weekend, I feel is going to be some great games in their own little way. The storylines is big in their own little way, but I think the Bears really do have a good chance of upsetting the Rams in this game to move on to.
So you picking the Bears?
Am I picking the Bears? No, I just said the Bears have a good chance of upsetting them if Caleb Williams can play good football, and if they are able to run the ball against the Rams to open that passing game up, because their weak point is the defensive backfield of the Rams. I think the Bears have a good chance of winning this football game. Good show, fellas. Good show. Ran over time a little bit, but good show. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube and Facebook. Unfortunately, the DSMN network is under construction. We coming back stronger. We coming back newer. Not just going to be on the internet TV, but we looking at big things for us. Next time you see us on the DSMN network, we will be live on your television screens. Yes, on your television screens. As long as you got that Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, whatever, you better download the DSMN network and get everything from shows to clips to whatever that you may want to see. We will have it up there for y'all. So keep supporting the DSMN brand, the movement. We doing big things. I appreciate everybody. Numbers is better week after week after week. Of course, I appreciate everybody that got a hand into what we do over here. And again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also on Facebook, follow, like, and share. With that being said, y'all have a great weekend. Y'all stay safe. Try to stay warm. It's cold and frigid out here. We're going to catch y'all on Martin Luther King Day, which is Monday.
I have a dream.
I have a drink. Never mind.
I have a dream that the Browns will get a good quarterback.
Yeah, we do. We got one to do as long as you get developed right. Until then, y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, catch EnDaZone Sports Mondays and Fridays, 7 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and the DSMN Network. For myself, for Kale's the Truth, for Peacock. Again, y'all stay safe. We out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Deuces.
Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Brown when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. It's my resurrection in the soul.